Human diseases caused by viruses and vectors, Part 02. Diseases caused by virus. 5. Influenza. Targets. Severity. Type. Humans and animals. Severe, extremely harmful, epidemic. Type A, avian flu virus. Humans. Common, less severe, occasionally very harmful, non-pandemic. Type B. Humans. Mild, rare, non-epidemic. Type C. Influenza A has subtypes H1, H2, and H3 as swine flu, and subtypes H5, H7, and H9 as bird flu, avian influenza. Influenza viruses are classified into subtypes based on two surface proteins, hemagglutinin, HA, and neuraminidase, NA. Avian influenza virus subtypes include A, H5N1, A, H7N9, and A, H9N2. Highly pathogenic avian influenza A, H5N1, virus occurs mainly in birds and is highly contagious among them. Asian H5N1 is especially deadly for poultry. India's status. Previously in 2019, India was declared free from avian influenza, H5N1, which had also been notified to the World Organization for Animal Health, OI. The status will last only till another outbreak is reported. Outbreak Jan 2021 H5N8. 2 viral diseases successfully eradicated globally. 1980 smallpox, a viral disease to humans. 2011 rinderpest, a viral disease in cattle, buffalo, etc. 2014. Q. Consider the following diseases. 1. Diphtheria. 2. Chickenpox. 3. Smallpox. Which of the above diseases have been eradicated in India? B. 3 only. D. None. A. 1 and 2 only. C. 1, 2 and 3. Q. H1N1 virus is sometimes mentioned in the news, to which one of the following with reference diseases? 2015. A. AIDS. C. Dengue. B. Bird flu. D. Swine flu. 3. 6. Monkeypox. Monkeypox is a rare but serious viral illness that can be transmitted from person to person and from animals to people. The virus is related to smallpox, but it is less severe. Monkeypox can cause a range of symptoms, including fever, headache, muscle aches, backache, swollen lymph nodes, chills, exhaustion, and a rash. The rash usually begins on the face and then spreads to other parts of the body. The rash can look like pimples or blisters at first, but it eventually turns into pus-filled sores. Monkeypox can spread through close contact with an infected person or animal. This can happen through contact with respiratory droplets produced when an infected person coughs or sneezes, contact with skin lesions, or contact with contaminated objects. The best way to prevent monkeypox is to get vaccinated. There is a vaccine available that is safe and effective. The vaccine is recommended for people who are at high risk of exposure to monkeypox, such as healthcare workers and people who live with or care for someone who is infected with monkeypox. Difference between monkeypox and chickenpox. Characteristic. Monkeypox. Chickenpox. Virus. Orthopoxvirus. Herpesvirus. Animal. Reservoir. Rodents, monkeys. Humans. Transmission. Contact with skin lesions, respiratory droplets, contaminated objects. Respiratory droplets, direct contact with skin lesions. Symptoms. Fever, headache, muscle aches, backache, swollen lymph nodes, chills, fatigue, rash. Fever, headache, muscle aches, rash. Rash. Starts on the face and spreads to other parts of the body, typically appearing as pimples or blisters that eventually form scabs. Starts on the trunk and spreads to the face and extremities, typically appearing as itchy, fluid-filled blisters that eventually crust over and fall off. Severity. Can be serious, but most people recover within a few weeks. Mild to moderate, but can be severe in some people, especially young children and adults with weakened immune systems. Treatment. Supportive care. Supportive care, antiviral medications may be used in some cases. 4. 7. Human papillomavirus. Human papillomavirus, HPV, is a sexually transmitted virus that is the leading cause of cervical cancer. In India, cervical cancer accounted for 9.4% of all cancers and 18.3% of new cases in 2020. However, cervical cancer can be eliminated if all prepubertal girls are given HPV vaccination globally. HPV vaccination is a safe and effective way to protect against HPV infection and cervical cancer. It is recommended for all girls and boys between the ages of 9 and 14. The vaccine can also be given to older adults who have not been vaccinated. In addition to HPV vaccination, there are other things that can be done to reduce risk of cervical cancer, such as getting regular Pap tests and screening for HPV. Pap tests and HPV screening can detect early changes in the cervix that can lead to cancer. 8. Marburg virus disease, MVD. Ghana has reported first ever suspected cases of MVD. It is a viral disease with a fatality ratio of up to 88%. It belongs to the same family as Ebola. It was first identified in 1967 in Germany's Marburg and Frankfurt. Fruit bats of the Pteropodidae family are key carriers of the disease. Human-to-human transmission occurs. 5. 9. Tomato flu. It has been reported from Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Haryana, and Odisha. It is caused by a virus and shows symptoms similar to those of COVID-19 but is not related to SARS-CoV-2. There is no specific treatment or vaccine available for disease. 10. Langya henipavirus. It was reported in China. It is a zoonotic virus. It is also detected among domestic goats and dogs. Symptoms: fever, fatigue, cough, loss of appetite, etc., with health impacts such as renal and liver failure. 11. Nipah virus. It is a zoonotic virus. The organism that causes Nipah virus encephalitis is an RNA or ribonucleic acid virus of the family Paramyxoviridae, genus Henipavirus, and is closely related to Hendra virus. It first broke out in Malaysia and Singapore in 1998 and 1999. The disease is named after a village in Malaysia, Sungai Nipah, where it was first detected. 6. It first appeared in domestic pigs and has been found among several species of domestic animals including dogs, cats, goats, horses and sheep. Transmission. It spreads through fruit bats or flying foxes of the genus Pteropus, who are natural reservoir hosts of the Nipah and Hendra viruses. The virus is present in bat urine and potentially bat feces, saliva, and birthing fluids. Symptoms. The human infection presents as an encephalitic syndrome, marked by fever, headache, drowsiness, disorientation, mental confusion, coma, and potentially death. Prevention. There are no vaccines for both humans and animals. Diseases spread through vectors. Diseases spread through vectors are called vector-borne diseases. Vectors are animals that carry and transmit disease-causing pathogens, microorganisms such as viruses, bacteria, or parasites, from one host to another. The most common vectors are insects, such as mosquitoes, ticks, and fleas. Other vectors include ticks, mites, and lice. 1. Lymphatic filariasis. Lymphatic filariasis, also known as elephantiasis, is a disease that can cause abnormal enlargement of body parts, such as the legs, arms, and genitals. It is caused by a parasite called Wucheria, which is spread through the bite of an infected mosquito. The parasite can also be spread from person to person. Symptoms of lymphatic filariasis. The symptoms of lymphatic filariasis can vary depending on the severity of the infection. Some people may have no symptoms, while others may experience the following: fever, chills, headache, muscle aches, swollen lymph nodes, enlarged body parts. Treatment for lymphatic filariasis. There is no cure for lymphatic filariasis, but there are treatments that can help to control the infection and reduce the symptoms. Treatment typically involves taking medication to kill the parasite and reduce inflammation. 7. Prevention of lymphatic filariasis. The best way to prevent lymphatic filariasis is to avoid being bitten by mosquitoes. This can be done by using insect repellent, wearing protective clothing, such as long pants and long-sleeved shirts, avoiding areas where mosquitoes are known to be present. Government initiative, Hatha Pound Mukt Bharat. The Indian government launched the Hathapaun Mukt Bharat campaign in 2015 to eliminate lymphatic filariasis from the country. The campaign involves mass drug administration, which is the distribution of medication to everyone in an area, regardless of whether they have symptoms of the disease. 2. Kala Azar. It is also known as leishmaniasis, black fever or dum-dum fever. It is the second biggest parasitic killer in the world after malaria. It accounts for half of global cases in India. It spreads through female sandfly. 8. 3. Malaria. It is caused by the parasite Plasmodium. It spread by female Anopheles mosquito. World Malaria Day 2023 theme: Time to deliver zero malaria, invest, innovate, implement. Malaria is a leading cause of human morbidity and mortality. India's efforts in this regard. At the East Asia Summit in 2015, India pledged to eliminate the disease by 2030. India launched the 5-year National Strategic Plan for Malaria Elimination. This marked a shift in focus from malaria control to elimination. Objectives: eliminate malaria from all low and moderate category endemic states, UTS, 26, by 2022. Interrupt indigenous transmission of malaria in all states, UTS, category 3, by 2027 to maintain malaria-free status of the country by 2030. Animal diseases. 1. Foot and mouth disease, FMD. It is caused by virus. It affects cloven-hoofed animals, divided hoofs, including cattle, buffalo, camel, sheep, goat, pigs, etc. It is not zoonotic and rarely transmitted to humans. 9. 2. Brucellosis. It is also known as Malta fever and Mediterranean fever. It is a bacterial disease. It is a zoonotic disease, transmit from animal to humans. It affects cattle, sheep, goats, pigs, etc. due to consuming raw milk or meat. 3. Lumpy skin disease, LSD. Recently, nearly 57,000 cattle across India were killed due to a viral infection called the lumpy skin disease. LSD is a vector-borne pox disease that is caused by Capripox virus. The vectors are such as blood-feeding insects. Symptoms: it causes the appearance of circular, firm nodes on the animal's hide or skin that look similar to lumps, excessive nasal and salivary secretion. Spread: it is not a zoonotic disease. It was first discovered in 1929 in Africa and parts of West Asia. It was first reported in Asia and the Pacific region in 2019 in northwest China, Bangladesh and India. Recently, lumpy pruvacin vaccine has been developed by Indian Council of Agricultural Research, ICAR, National Equine Research Centre, Hisar, Haryana, in collaboration with the IVRI, Izatnagar, Bareilly. It is a live attenuated vaccine. Bird disease, avian botulism. It is a paralytic disease that affects the nervous system of birds. It is caused by bacteria, Clostridium botulinum. 10. Its bacteria is found in soil, heat-resistant, anaerobic and secrete toxins. It is responsible for killing 20,000 birds in Sambar Lake, Rajasthan, in